Okay, hi everyone, this is Tomboy Gamer XL here with another part of Magical Diary. Been a while, I know, probably about a year, but it's good to come back to this, and I wanted to do a little bit of Magical Diary before I went back to Persona. Yeah. So I forget what in God's name. I think we went on the trip. I think we went on a trip last week. Yeah, I feel like the last time we were here, they went on a trip and paid by the seniors, if I'm right. Okay, on Monday morning, I set off across the campus on my way to breakfast. Hey, wait up! Phew, I caught up. What's up? Sign-ups for clubs is this week. I wanted to make sure you were on board for the sports team. Liz next door said no, but Anisha's in. I don't know if that's Anisha or Anisha. God. What sports are we doing exactly? Does it matter? We can vote on that later. First, I have to get enough people to agree and find out what sort of team we can manage. Promise you'll join? Sure, I guess. Wow. See, that could have been a perfect choice insertion. We could just literally have put a certain thing that said, "Oh, do you want to join?" And it could have just been like, "Yes, no." Wow. I wonder if all Otome games on the PC are like that, because I feel like there's so many Otome games that could have had a great choice just thrown right there. That was one of those moments. A choice would have been great right there. Okay, great. We have official sign-ups Wednesday afternoon, so go to the gym then. I'll think about it. And as long as we're both doing it, Ellen will have to stop studying all the time and join in. She waves and jogs away. Well, so what am I doing this week? I love the soundtrack on this game. It's very nice. Okay, so I think we agreed that black and blue would be our signature abilities, and we dodged the bullet because I found out that if you did not, I did confirm that if you didn't take one of each of these before your exam, they actually do penalize you, which is so messed up. Anywho, let's do blue, black. Probably gonna use a little red magic here and there. Don't want white or green. So maybe we'll go to the gym on Wednesday as per her asking, and we should be good as far as stress goes, so black, blue. And let's get this thing going. Okay, let's hope for some spells. Everybody cross your fingers. Oh, we starting off good. Oh my god, we got a spell. Okay, True Sight. 2 mana, allows the caster to see through illusions of the current location. That better be useful, because that sounds like the most boring thing I've ever heard. Be like, oh my god, I can't tell if this is an illusion. True Sight. That's it? Crap, that's it? Dang it. Okay, so we went to the gym. Okay, so no event happens, I think. Wait. Oh, wait, we got us an event. Awesome. So we went to the event. Alright, I arrived at the gym to see a haphazard collection of booths and tables and clouds of underclassmen swirling around them. Oh, it's a club thing. Raven Darkstar from Snake Hall is with a group that appears to be the Drama Club. Someone else has a Save the Dragons banner. Save them from what? I don't know. Can we join that? Ellen's already here, standing by the wall, looking around before joining the throng. Hey, you guys! Come on, you have to put your names on the form to make it official. My sign-up's over there. Eh? Virginia grabs us both and drags us over to her station. Sign it! Sign it! Okay, I swear, you know, if someone was coming up to me and just was like, sign it! Sign it! Sign it now! Like, literally like Dwight from The Office, I would just be like, okay, you're on it. You're up to no good. Alright already. Let go of my wrist. Sorry. You guys sign it. I have to go grab some more people. She hurries away. Ellen sighs and picks up the pen. Oh, so this is where I get a choice. Let her sign up, tell her she doesn't have to. You know, she already said she'd sign it, so why would I just be like, you know you don't have to. That's just like starting to start confrontation when not necessary. It's just one of those moments I don't need to do. So, whatever. Do your thing. I wait for Ellen to write her name on the form, then I sign beneath that. I'm gonna look around and see what other clubs there are, okay? Yeah, I guess I should go too. I wonder if magical universities care what clubs you were in magical school. Is there a magical honor society? That would be horrendously awesome. Because just imagine what magical honor society could be. I mean, trust me, college honor societies are literally a kick in the nads. So imagine, you know, it's just going through my head right now. I'm imagining this convoluted bullcrap, and I don't even want to discuss it. As Ellen and I move around the room, I see someone jump up onto the stage. It's Donald, Virginia's older brother. Or did it say old other? I'm not sure. He pounds his fist on his chest a few times, then takes a deep breath. Oh my god, he's singing. Oh my god, he's singing. Oh my god. Okay, look at it again. Oh my god, he's singing. Brooms for old shoes, pouch rings, boots, and buskins. I'm not gonna sing this. No one gets the satisfaction of hearing me sing. In hearing how I broke at least 12 mirrors in the house. Every mirror. Also, sorry about my voice a little bit. It's a bit off. I'm stuffy today. Real stuffy. Okay, he has a surprisingly good voice. Strong and clear even if the words are nonsense. Will you buy any broom? And then Jacob from Falcon Hall. Oh my god. Jacob from Falcon Hall stands up beside him and starts the song from the beginning as Donald continues. It's around like Frere Jacques, but a strange one. I'm not sure if I pronounced that even slightly right, but you know, we'll worry about that some other time. After they finish singing about spools and sealing wax or whatever, the boys make grandiose bows and I applaud along with the other students who are paying attention. It's not my kind of music, but they were pretty good at singing it. Okay, so if you... Annabelle should speak up. I mean, I'm not sure whether I want Annabelle to be the stereotypical country girl because her name is Annabelle. But maybe we'll just go with that she loves some good old-fashioned rock and roll. Like some good punk rock or alternative rock. So I'd love for someone to walk up there and be like, we need some Green Day up in here. Somebody. Either that or Linkin Park. Something, people. Also, comment below. I watched this Watch Mojo list. Yes, I know they're pretty crappy list makers most of the time. But I watched the list of theirs saying that of the top 10 bands that need to stop making music. They had Linkin Park as honorable mention. And Green Day. And I was like, what? I know that their last albums were just meh. But God, do you really have to say they need to stop making music? That's horrible. I mean, seriously, imagine what alternative rock is without them. That's not horrible, but it'll take some steps back. Anywho, let's go back to this. Come this way to sign up for chorale. Okay, I'm not sure if that's chorale, choral, or whatever. Jesus Christ. They wave and jump down from the stage. Chorale... Choral sounds like fun. Can you sing? I'm not interested, but I follow Ellen anyway, to be polite. Hello, ladies. Here to sign up for... Oh, wait, I know you. How much rehearsal do you have to do to be in chorale? You're Urchin's roommates. What are you doing here? She said you were joining her stupid sports thing. Can I do both? Well, what if we schedule things at the same time? You gotta pick which side you're on. Mine or hers. That's rude. Okay, seriously, Annabelle, it's not that awful. I've heard ruder. Like, he could have been like, her club sucks. He literally could have gone. He could have started joning on her saying, her club sucks. It sucks donkey balls. She could have gone. He could have gone to deep, savage levels. And where it's rude to you, you and me need to discuss that. 'Cause this wasn't rude. But Ellen just laughs. It's okay, I know how you feel. I have a little sister too. You do? You never mentioned her. We're very different people. Jenny is not interested in magic or books or sports. She just wants to be a ballerina and have everybody love her. So she's a preppy girly girl. Fantastic. You and Jenny, oh my goodness. Is she spoiled rotten? Does she get away with everything even if she started it? Basically. Ha! See, little sisters are a menace. Hey, I'm a little sister technically. One time Urchin melted a cherry ice pop all over my math workbook and Mom and Dad wouldn't believe I didn't do it. As if I eat that junk. Whoa. Cherry pops are delicious. So they wouldn't spell it off, and I had to hear about it from them and my teacher at school because she's a messy eater. Jenny used to hate it if I locked my door to study in private, and she would stand outside and scream until Mama would make me let her in. Man, I backhand that kid right then and there. And we kids, so fighting fine. Yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, it's cool if you want to sign up for chorale. I'd like to try, but if it gets in the way of my schoolwork, I'll have to stop. Yeah, whatever. What about you? Whatever your name is. Me? Oh no. Me and Annabelle, we don't congregate with this kind of crowd. We don't get involved in the unholy world of singing. It's like joining the choir, and I can't do it. There, see, she's way ahead. There's no way I'm singing in public. I think I better go see how Virginia's doing. I hurry away. Smooth. Could have been smoother, but smooth. Okay. Trigger. Sets off simple delayed effects or traps within the caster's current location. Can be dangerous. So let's say there's like a bomb or a hidden magical bomb sitting around and I just go, trigger, and then boom, it just blows up and I'm like, oh god. Oh god, that'd be funny. Okay, blue magic again. I should probably build other magics. Might do that next week, but not now. Oh god, Virginia. What do you want from me now? My bed is awfully clean. Is the blue one my bed? Because if it is, It's incredibly clean. Like, that area is too clean for me. If it was if you saw my dormitory at times, it's a horrible, horrible mess. Okay, Virginia is sticking a piece of paper into the wall with blue putty. What's that? Members list. We did it! We have enough people for an official club. Even if Liz still refuses to join because I said writing wasn't a real sport. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Either I'm thinking very dirty, or what is writing? Is that like equestrian? I don't know. Whatever. It's mostly wolves and horses, but I kind of expected that. What is wolves and horses? Are they like the Harry Potter equivalent of Gryffindor or something like that? And yes, I started watching a Harry Potter movie with one of my friends, so now it's still fresh on my brain. Which sucks because I didn't want to get pulled into that fandom. Didn't want to do it, but now I'm starting to just get dragged in there. Just like The Walking Dead, this is just dragging me into the fandom. I'm like, no, I have to watch The Devil is a Part-Timer, and they're just pulling me away, and I'm like, oh god, no. Anywho, back on track. Aw, Balthazar signed up too. Oh yeah, so then yeah, we definitely did the whole senior thing. Okay, so that's not just my memory saying, what are you talking? That's not my memory fabricating stuff. I hope it's because he wants to play and not because he likes me. You don't like toads? Horrible. Donald put real toads in my bed when I was little. He was crushed that I didn't scream when I saw them. I still kicked his butt for being mean to the poor toads. I don't think they like my bed. Really? Must be a lumpy mess. Do you guys always fight? Pretty much. He's been pulling stupid pranks on me since I was practically a baby. I still have absolutely no idea who's like the romance options in the game. Hold on. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry. I had to do something real quick. Alright, so let's keep going. I thought all brothers did that. Not William. He's the best big brother ever. Lucky. Yeah, I guess I am. Whatever. Don't brag. Some of us don't have brothers. Oh god. I was drinking water. Almost went down the wrong pipe. Anywho. I wonder where that idea came from. That it goes down the wrong pipe. Maybe that's like a literal thing. I wish. That's something to look up later on. So I can either study or go to the mall. I have no money, so I'm gonna study. Alright. Ooh, we got depressing music. Oh yeah, if we said we were gonna write them a letter. So, if Harry Potter's anything to go off of, I don't know what they do. I need to watch more of that. Maybe then I'd understand that. Also, I want some opinions. I know barely anyone watches this, but I wish I had more opinions. There's this one game called Academagia that a lot of people love and say it's a great game. It's very deep, it's very fun, very well thought out. It's a literal choose your own adventure. But I tried playing it for about 10 minutes and was very confused as there weren't a lot of tutorials. There wasn't a lot to help me understand whether I was going down the right path, whether I was making mistakes, whether I was missing out on something. It just didn't feel like that. Plus, all the choices were just so... In the early stages of the game, it was very rare that you could pick a choice that you knew was going to get the good result. You could only pick the ones that were going to get you the bad result. I don't know, so... If you've played the game, I'd like you to comment below and tell me what you think of the game. That'd be nice to see, because I might end up playing that. It won't be my next playthrough, but it certainly is on my mind. Anywho, let's get this started. Dear Mom and Dad, I've only gotten one letter from you so far. What's happening back home? I miss you. I've met so many people here, and most of them are nice, but it's not the same. My roommates and I have started a sports club. We had our first meeting today and played some pickup soccer. So don't worry, I'm getting plenty of exercise. Please write soon. Love, Annabelle. With a sigh, I seal up the envelope and put it on my desk, ready to send. It hasn't even been a month yet, but I can't help feeling homesick. I just have to take each day as it comes. Damn straight. I felt homesick when I first left. I was about to cry because I was like... And it was mostly because I was having social anxiety because I was lonely. And I'm really introverted, so I don't know whether or not I was going to make friends. But look at me now, sophomore year of college, and I have at least 4 good friends who I still keep in contact with. It's pretty awesome. Anywho, I decided to go for a walk around the campus. As I'm wandering around the buildings, I noticed a tall figure tossing a ball in the air and catching it. As I get closer, I realize that I'm wrong. He's not throwing it and catching it. He's not touching it at all. William points his wand at the ball, holding it suspended in midair. Sorry to stop this scene right here. Actually, no. I'll talk about it later. Let's keep this going. With a flick of his wrist, he sends it flying upwards, where it eventually reverses course and comes back down again, to be caught when he manages to line up the tip of his wand with the falling spear. What are you doing? Control exercise. Is that hard? It's a matter of keeping your focus, keeping your rhythm, and not using too much force or it'll get away. If you want to show off, you do this with an egg. Makes it more obvious when you miss. So I can talk about Damien, who I'm not caring about. I'm assuming Damien's one of the romance options. I haven't looked up any of the romance options. I just know that this game is, you can also romance the girls and the boys. I don't know which guys and girls to go for, but something tells me only a select few girls and guys. I'm assuming Ellen and Virginia are givens. I don't think William's one of them. It's possible that maybe Donald's one of them, since he's a recurring character that seems to have so much context. Damien is obviously the canon romance option, or the one that they want you to go for because it's the easiest. But of course, we don't usually pick the canon option, not unless this is Fire Emblem Awakening. Then we go with the obvious Crom. Sorry, gotta drink water. It's delicious. Anywho, can I try? Can I try that with the ball? If you really want to. Catch. He flicks the ball high up in the air and then steps out. Oh god, that noise. Oh my god, I almost had a fatal heart attack on that one. I try to push against the ball while it's falling in order to slow it down, but I only send it flying off at an angle. Oops. That's not what I did. Hey, don't worry, you're only a freshman. This is upper class stuff. You're not supposed to be able to do it. That's true, but you know, you feel really accomplished when you do something that only upperclassmen do. Like, I remember I was in, what was it? I believe it was my forensics class, and she said, it was, oh my god, I don't know if it was forensics or not. I feel like it was chemistry, and I had this one teacher who was very, very proud of me, because I don't talk in class. I barely I pay attention, but I don't like talking. I'm very shy. And she gave us presentations, and it was so awkward. I just didn't know what to do. I was practically praying that there was a snowstorm to happen, and it didn't. It did, but it didn't do enough damage to, get me out of class. It just gave us a 2-hour delay, and that was the one class that's not affected by 2-hour delays. So I was like, shit. I was literally cursing my life. Anywho, I went there, and she said that I exceeded the work. When I did my presentation, she said I exceeded the work necessary to do it, and she was astounded. She said that some of her seniors who do the project don't put as much effort into it, and that she said she feels like only a select few seniors would have done the same thing that I did. I don't know, the point of the story, because we just really diverged into personal stuff, is sometimes you feel really happy as an underclassman when you can do what upperclassmen can do, because it makes you feel like you've gone way above and beyond. Anywho, enough story time with Auntie Lynn. Meant to say Auntie TGXL. Let's get back to the story. That's true, William's a senior. Not only that, he's a senior class president. He's probably really good at magic. Baloney. How many of you have senior class presidents that are just obviously voted for popularity? One thing that you should know about high school, or any kind of school, high school, unless you're in a top tier high school, and even then you probably expect your senior class president to be picked not out of competency, but because they are popularity. It's just a fact of life. Alright, you're better off practicing spells that are meant for your level, especially right now, if you know what I mean. Huh? You'll find out. He winks, then goes to pick up the ball. See, I'm on to him. Practice. I suppose I should get back to my dorm and think about what I'm going to do next week. Alright, so since we're here, I thought I'd talk about expectations for my channel. So, Persona 4, obviously not done. And so far, these are the 2 active playthroughs I'm doing. Persona 4, it's nowhere near done. We got a lot to go. And I do intend to probably finish that up in December or January. And one thing someone asked me about was whether I intended to get P5 in September with the Japanese version, or get the one for Valentine's Day. To answer that question, no. I don't intend to get the Japanese version, and I'm very divided on whether or not I want the English version. Not because of its English version, because unlike Fire Emblem Fates, they did a great, and I'm pretty sure Atlas USA did a great job just sitting down and localizing the game. But one of the things I was on the fence with, and I always mention in my P4 playthrough, is that one of the things I'm always on the fence with playing games where where the main character is a blank slate and I'm supposed to insert myself there, is the fact that some of the scenarios make it painfully clear that you're male and not female. Now, so it's gonna be hard for me to want to play P5 when I know a lot of the scenarios are just obviously created for male perspectives. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not entirely certain whether I'll be playing Persona 5 anytime soon. I may buy it if in a while I hear nothing about a Persona 5 re-release like the Persona 5 Platinum or Portable. If I do hear something about that and they guarantee FMC in the portable version, expect that I'll be getting that one instead of the original. If P5 comes out and it's said that the female protagonist was unlockable or DLC content or something of that caliber, or that they were in the original, expect I'll get the original almost immediately. But for now, the FemC is really going to depend on whether or not. Eventually, I will play P5 if I see that the FemC is just not going to happen. But we'll see. In this case in point, I feel like it's really a missed opportunity. Or if there are gay romance options, if there are gay ones, I'll probably do that too. Or if the game just doesn't make it feel like you're a girl, you're not a girl. Because like I said, that's probably why P3P is my favorite. And I hate to diverge so much off from Magical Diary to give you this, but I just want to give you the lowdown. But if there's one playthrough that I do want you guys to expect, it probably will be the Faded South Park, The Fractured But Whole. I do expect to do a playthrough of that whenever I get the game. It'll probably be blind, so look out for that. This is why I'm going to try to get P4 out of the way, getting that done. Because I really want P4 to be, brushed out, get that done so we can focus on the newer games. Because this is going to be a very good year for my playthroughs, as long as I keep up with them. Because Tekken 7 comes out, Persona 5 is coming out, South Park is coming out. A lot of games that I've really had my eye on that I'll probably end up playing. So let's get back to this. Let's do a quick look through everything. We have nothing in our inventory. We already did it for our diary. Oh god, so much stuff. Let's see. I'm not going to read it all. So we did the sum-ups. We went to the gym. We got the school clubs and all that jack. We got more info on the sibling rivalry, studying, and we were homesick for no reason. And then we had ball games. You know what that means. Okay, so we got all these spells that none of them really give much or are going to be very effective. Let's save, because I like to save after every week. So next week. Oh god. Virginia yawns and stretches. Time for another week of the grind. Wait. What? Well, the first big exam is this week, right? Sure. Who's giving me exam? What are we expected to know? When does it happen? Oh god, his exam's coming up and I don't even know if I'm prepared? No idea. Aren't you supposed to know these things? Your family... Virginia waves a hand dismissively. Secrets. All kinds of secrets. William says if he tells me what's on the test, then the test wouldn't be fair. What kind of sibling do you have? Man, it's a right for you to ask your siblings what did they miss. Bruh, whenever you have a sibling that goes to the same school as you ask your sibling who is the good teacher or professor. What can you expect? How am I going to get out of this? You ask. Heck, I knew one of my friends was literally, he took every class that his sister had taken. Every class. I kid you not, every single freaking class. And he literally tried to resubmit stuff that she had already done by just fixing everything that was wrong with it. The teacher never knew because the teacher never realized it. Only one teacher gave him gruff and thought that he was copying her. And that's only because he pretty much was a crap out of luck that time. He got an F on that, but other than that, no one else knew. Oh, sorry, I keep drinking water. But anyway, boom. So, let's get this. Well, it would be wrong for him to tell you the answers. That's cheating, and William would never do that, but you must know something. What kind of tests are they? Do we have to write essays or fight duels? That would be fun. Like, literally. Take out a duel. Like, literally duel. I would take that exam. Alright. Look, all I know is that it's about casting spells. That's it. Now, come on. We have to pick our schedules for the week. That's weird. I've never seen a school that does, like, schedules for a week. I'm afraid of the exam. I'm not gonna lie. And it's at the end of the week, so what is the end of the week? Probably the 27th. We're gonna get that dungeon once we're done with that. Sorry about that. I got to burp. So I don't know how the exams work. I really couldn't tell you. Trying to think. Trying to get my brain to figure out what kind of schedule can avoid me getting killed. Oh god. My brain is dying. I literally got nothing. So, because I want to do, I'm thinking that maybe an entire week of a specific magic might help, just in case it's dependent upon stats. But even then, I'm just like, oh god. Alright. I think I know what to do. I think we're just gonna overdose on blue magic. Because if we get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, if we got 3 every single time, we might be in the gold. Possibly. Possibly. I'm literally scared for my life. I might go back and redo it if I can't get this right. So pray for me, everybody. Pray for me. Okay, let's start this off right. Oh my god, we started off horribly. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I want to reload. Oh my god, I want to reload. You know what? I'm gonna reload. I don't care. I'm gonna reload. Oh my god. You know what? No, I'm gonna see this through. Oh my god! You know what? No, I can't do this. Reload. I'm sorry. We're reloading for that very reason, because it gave me 2 blues in a row. I am not pleased. Oh god, we have to go through this whole thing again. And while usually I don't do reloads in games, when I feel completely cheated, I will. But usually I won't do that again. I'm sorry, I did that mainly out of spite because I knew it was doing that on purpose. Save the game. That was cruel. That was just so cruel. I was like, we get 3 in a row, we got this. And it was just like, nah, 1, 1, 1. I was like, no, how are you gonna do that? It's doing it again. Oh, thank God. I'll take that. I'll take that with my hands up high. Okay, we got the silly music. Alright, I wake up in the middle of the night, and I can't remember why. Oh, right, someone's talking in her sleep. Oh, William. Is Ellen having a dream about... No, wait, that's Virginia's voice calling her brother's name. Do I want to know what she's dreaming about? You probably don't, considering the fact that... Get 10 elephants in a pickle jar. Nope, I probably don't want to know. You really don't. Hey guys, so stupidest thing just happened. The game crashed and of course didn't frickin' save it. Fantastical. But I saved enough that we got to this point. So we were able to, beautifully enough, we got 2, 3, 3, I think, something like that. I forget. I was so filled with rage I couldn't even tell. Alright, anywho. So this scene happened. I didn't notice it would stop recording until I noticed because I hit the overlay, so I couldn't tell the frame rate or how many, if it was recording. Which sucks, but now I know, and that won't happen again, hopefully. Alright, anywho. I will be holding an extra review session after class for students wishing to prepare for tomorrow's exams. It is up to you whether or not you choose to attend. Study session? I'm gonna need it because I don't know nothing. Okay, anywho. And I also realized that Graviner, or whatever his godforsaken name is, reminds me incredibly of Severus Snape. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. I was so heartbroken for that, because Snape was one of my favorite characters at the time when I was reading the Harry Potter books at the time. Because I didn't read any of them, but we had this assignment, so I had to read something during the drop everything and read, and I just randomly grabbed one of the books that was sitting there, and I read the Half-Blood Prince. It was pretty good. And I liked him from that. Anywho, let's move on. The room is slightly too small for all the anxious freshmen clustering in. From the whispers I overhear, it seems that no one knows what the test is going to cover, only that it takes place tomorrow. You and me both! Professor Grabner's appearance doesn't settle anyone's nerves. It certainly don't. Open your notebooks, if you have them. This is not a quiz, this is for your own benefit. If you do not know the answer, look it up or ask someone. I scoot over to where I can peek at Ellen's notes. See, this is how I know Annabelle is me, because Annabelle would literally I would look for the smartest girl in the class, and be like, let me just slip in there real quick, and I just sit down and be like, hey, and I just literally remove my glasses and maneuver them so I could stare at the notes. Alright, if you've paid any attention to your schoolwork up to this point, you should be aware of a broad range of uses for magic within the pentachromatic system. Miss Arias. Oh wait, that says Mr. Audius. If I wish to cast a spell to make a beast fur fall out, what color of magic would I use? The giant paw print it indicates green to me. Green, sir? Hey, look, it's furry. Oh my god, it's furry. I should hope that you would know that much without the need to ask for my approval. Not just that, but you're a furry, so I imagine you're doing green magic every day. Miss Freeman, what color of magic would you use to transform a lump of coal into a diamond? Oh my god, no. I forget. Okay, red is force. Okay, black is potions. Okay, green is like the animal stuff. Oh my god, which one is it? White and blue? This symbol I think is like if my Full Metal Alchemist is not failing me, I'm feeling that white is like spiritual and stuff like that because of the star. You know, like stars, red, like penta usually has to things with 5 edges usually have to do with like faith and hope and stuff like that. At least like when I was reading that Sir Bert, one of those old Canterbury tales. Oh my god, I'm freaking out here because I don't remember. Let's go with blue. Maybe blue is transmogrification. Blue, sir? Why are you so hesitant? Yes, the magic of change would suffice. Oh, thank God. He continues in this vein, putting individual students on the spot to answer questions about the applications of each color of magic. Suddenly, his voice cuts off in the middle of a sentence. Mr. Danson? Yes, sir. As you do not appear to have need of these revisions, you are excused. You may find more challenging material to occupy you this Saturday in detention. What did he do? Yes, sir. He leaves the room. What was that about? I didn't see him do anything, but it's too crowded in here to be sure. I hope all this revision is worth it. It's wearing me out. I only get 1 smart. I don't get anything in my colory thingies. Nothing. Please. That is just cruel. I awaken to a knock on the door. Looking around the room, I notice that Virginia hasn't stirred at all. Ellen's awake, but she shakes her head frantically when I meet her eyes. I guess it's up to me to answer that. You know what? No, I'll rock, paper, scissors after this. I'll just be like, take out your hand. And I'll just literally have a rock and be like, take out your hand, because I'm not getting out of bed, bruh. Can't be doing that. Anyhow, I pull on my robes and I go to see who it is. Oh god, it's you. You with your name, Luce Dumbledore. Something like that. Joyous morning to you, Annabelle. Hi. I came to deliver your exam schedules. This is a solo exam, so each student has a separate time slot. Report to the listed room at the time indicated to receive further instructions. Further instructions at separate times? This exam process is very unusual. Maybe you're individually tested. Maybe, God forbid, it be an oral exam. I pity my own character if it's an oral exam. Please pass on the schedules to your roommates. She waves and goes on her way. Alright, let's get that class. Alright. I wish for 3, but whatever. Oh yeah, so there are some spells I have to show you that you missed out on that I got, which sucks really bad because I really wanted you guys to see those. But I'll show you at Sunday. Anywho, teleport self. There was also teleport other that I got just a minute ago from the 28 I had that allowed me to teleport other people and other objects. This is teleport self, which allows me to relocate myself. That'll do. Okay, so let's fail with dignity. Like I've told everyone in their life, fail with dignity and life just is beautiful. Okay, the instructions said to be at this room at this time. The door's closed and I can't see inside. Someone else might still be in there taking the test. Well, too bad. I don't want to be penalized for being late. I rap quietly but firmly on the door. Oh god! If the sound didn't scare you, you have no soul. Okay, because just at that very moment, I felt like Grandpa from The Simpsons clutching at my heart. Okay. ... What happened? Where am I? You are now in dungeon level 1. Layout 5B. What? Who said that? The exit from this dungeon lies beyond the wall in front of you. There are no doors in your room. You must use magic in order to escape. Good luck. What magic? What am I supposed to do? No one answers. Like my life. When I'm sitting there, that is literally my life. God, the gods, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. No answer. This must be the mysterious test that no one would tell us about. What happens if we fail? Are we stuck down here forever? Bricked up like the cask of Amontillado? I remember that. That was a good story. Surely even Professor Graviner wouldn't be that awful. Whoa, watch your mouth. I would be. So I have to use magic. What kind of magic? If I only get one choice. Oh, is this how all the exams are? I just pick a magic? Well, obviously I'm going to pick the magic I'm prolific at. Blue. Blue magic changes things and moves things. That's probably how I ended up in this room to begin with. Someone used magic on me to teleport me, so it must be possible for me to do the same thing backwards. Here goes nothing. I think it's working. Oh my god, I think we did it. Oh my god. Oh god. I broke my bones. Professor Grabner appears out of nowhere. Miss Freeman, are you alright? Not exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we got a mild concussion going on here. Oh, I think so. I've gotten to my feet. I just learned it, so the teleport itself, so that makes sense that I did that. I wonder if I had a higher thing and had more blue, would that have gone the same way? Climb to my feet and dust myself off. Everything still works. I had not expected you to be capable of a full-body teleport at this stage. I should have given you better safety instructions. My apologies, Miss Freeman. Well, everything's alright, isn't it? Yes, indeed. You have succeeded with distinction. 10 merits to you. Oh my god, yes! We got rid of our demerits! In future exams, the dungeons will be awarded to prevent exit by teleportation, so do not expect to replicate your success so easily. What in God's name kind of name? Hieronymus? What? Hieronymus? Okay, here... What? I'm farting here. I feel like Stimpy and Ren and Stimpy. What the? Hieronymus. Let's go with that. Is everything alright? It's fine, you may go, Miss Freeman. The two teachers walk away together, leaving me alone. Huh, guess I did pretty well. We barely made it. Something makes me think that if I had not learned teleport self, I would have been screwed on that exam. I don't know what point, if it's 29 or 30 that would have gotten me, but I would have been screwed. So how about the exam, huh? How'd you do? Actually, I think I did pretty well. I blew up the wall. Mostly, anyway. Old Grabby said that's the boring answer, but I thought it was fun. I would have too. Maybe if I increased my red, I could have did that. That sucks. What about you, Ellen? Well, I just teleported back out again. Dude, you did what I did. Did you fail as bad as I did? Ha! That makes sense. What do you think the other dungeons will be like? More dungeons? Well, duh. Probably. Weird how the exams are more fun than the classes, huh? Yeah, that's actually really weird. But that's like me during finals and midterms week. They're fun because I'm getting out in 20 and 30 minutes. I don't think they are. So what are you guys doing today? At that moment, there's a knock on the door. Is that the allowances? Why didn't they just push them in? I'll go check. Why am I always getting the door? Why didn't no one else want to get the door? In the hallway by our door, I see a small stack of envelopes, the normal one with the allowances in them, and also a large brown padded envelope addressed to me. My parents sent me something. Awesome. I go back inside and hand out the money to the other girls. What have you got there? Something from my parents. I don't know. It's absolutely covered in tape. It's going to take me a few minutes to get this open. It'll still be here later, I guess. Dude, if I don't open my packages when I get them, I'll never remember. Maybe I'd rather look at it without my roommates around anyway. That's true. We only got 21 bucks. Is that even remotely enough? See, I'm gonna save here. So I'm gonna be PO'd if I go there and there's nothing for me to do. Hit the mall. Hit the Quan. Okay, we can go to a magic store, get me some random stuff. We can go window shopping, games, the arcade. Let's go to the magic store. If there's nothing there, we're going to the game store. Okay, with Virginia's vague directions in mind, I set out in search of the magic store. This break to the mall looks like a dead end. There's only one shop front, and it's blacked out with a coming soon. But as soon as I get closer, a patch of the wall blurs and shimmers to reveal a second door marked with a star. Marvelous magical accoutrements. Okay, so I can get glasses. Wacky glasses. Nothing else, because everything else is too expensive for my blood. I like glasses. What does that do for me? Adding an air of sophistication as well as making it easier to read the fine print of old and faded magical tomes. I just get 5 smart? What would that do for me? I still want them. Okay, got it. We're done here. Let's get out of here. Alright, so with that, we're gonna finish up with Sunday. While my roommates are out, I pull out the package that my parents sent me. Well, not a package, really. It's not a box, just a bag of big envelope wrapped up in tape. I tried for a while to pull the tape out, but it's not coming. Eventually, I pull out some nail clippers and use them to make a small hole and tear. Inside is a letter, a small newspaper, my old school paper. And stacks of photographs. There's my mom and dad waving at me, my house, my backyard. They haven't forgotten me yet after all. It will still be quite a while before I get to go home. Not until Thanksgiving, but they're not really that far away. If they needed me, they'd come get me. Are you sure? Like, I feel like it's weird that the human people, the non-magicians, just can walk into the school and just be like, my kid, there's something wrong with my kid. Can I get her? That just seems weird. I've been here for about a month, and I'm guessing I'm getting used to the life. Okay. So, yeah, let me show you. We got glasses. Let's put those babies on. Damn, we look fine. They're smooth as fuck. Okay, anywho. Let's see. We had our test. We almost killed ourselves. We reviewed exams. Donald got in trouble. Sleep talking. Yeah, Virginia seems to be doing that. And then we went to exam preparation. So pretty much nothing but exam prep. Alright, so now I want to show you the spells that we got. I believe this is it. We got like darkness, teleport, other and teleport stuff. I feel like that's it. But if you see something on here, I'll show you all of them just in case you see something that I didn't have before. There we go. Anywho, so this should conclude our this part of Magical Diary. I think that it should. Oh my goodness, I think. And we did better than I expected. Because I honestly, legitimately expected to fail the exam because I didn't remember anything that they taught me. But that's the school's fault, not my fault. Anywho, so let's wrap up. Alright, so this is this is the end of Let's Play Magical Diary part, what is it, part 5? I feel like I never, sometimes I wonder. I'm just like, how did I get so far? Anywho, this is the end of Let's Play part 5. I'll see you guys next time in Let's Play Magical Diary part 6.